And welcome to the Greek islands, welcome to Naxos. Yamas, as I'm driving, I'm on the water.
A Naxian pie. Honestly, it's just so beautiful.
Good morning, guys, and welcome to the Greek islands, welcome to Naxos. After a few days exploring the capital of Greece, Athens, we got the 6-hour ferry to the largest island in the Cyclades.
It is time to get on that, and I was not expecting it to be a huge cruise ship. It's 1 AM, but we've made it. Welcome to Naxos.
It was around, I think around £50 for the ferry each. I think if you book a little bit earlier, you might get them a little bit cheaper, but we were picked up at 1 AM. We had a couple of delays by the Naxian collection where we'll be staying for the next few days. And this place, wow, I can't wait to explore. Good morning.
Good morning. You know what's so funny? We were watching Anthony Bourdain last night. He had an episode on Naxos and he actually stayed here. And to us, that's so crazy. Like, we feel so...
We watch every episode.
Yeah, we
so
watch all of his episodes, and he actually stayed here and cooked here, which is amazing. But I'll show you around very quickly. There's a lot here, so I can't show you everything. But right on our balcony, a very big balcony. And then there's a pool behind me over there.
It's a little breezy.
It's a little breezy, so that's why Matt has to wear a jacket. I'm obsessed with the blue shutters. And then, are you ready? Welcome. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's like a cave kind of thing, like a lodge slash cave. We have a living room, TV, huge kitchen, huge bathroom with like 3 different showers, dressing area, and then you come through and we have a huge, huge bedroom. But we're actually going to head into town and we're renting a vehicle.
I don't even know what vehicle we're getting.
No idea, but we want to explore this gorgeous island.
We have too many pools here.
We do.
There are so many pools, and considering it is nearly November, the weather is actually surprisingly good. But the plan is to get the local bus, which we think is running. We need to like walk around the corner from the hotel, get the local bus, and this island has a real local feel. Supposedly it's one of the islands of the Cyclades that doesn't close down because so many locals actually live here. They don't go back to Athens, so you can sort of come here all year round.
We missed the bus that we were supposed to get. There's actually an island bus that runs every hour. It's €2 each. Even in shoulder season it runs every hour, but we are having to walk.
This way, this is their grove.
We've got the keys. Look at our little beauty. Oh my god, look at that. Hello from, I don't know what to call her, but everybody we spoke to when we asked about renting a car or a vehicle said to choose Moto Naxos, and that's what we did. And they have got us a red Fiat 500 convertible. Yeah, Matt is definitely a little bit too big for this, but as Naxos is the biggest island in the Cyclades, you need a car to explore, and in this period to rent a car is around €70, and I think it's money well spent.
I have never been in a convertible before. I am very, very excited, and like Molly said, because Naxos is the largest island of the Cyclades, you are going to need a car to see everything there is to do on the island. And the plan today is to drive away from the main town because it's very windy here and head to some beaches a little further afield because apparently they don't get hit by wind. Then maybe if we have time, check out a couple of the local villages. It is literally not a big island at all. After 10 minutes driving, we have made it to Plaka Beach, which is meant to be one of the best beaches on the island.
Can we get a ride? Do you guys have any room?
Fancy seeing you here.
For those of you that don't know, that is Trevor and Anna from The Delightful Travellers, and we were actually just sitting waiting to get the bus, and they came over and we were like, oh my god, this is so random. 2 people doing the same thing in nearly November on a Greek island.
Nearly a month.
Nearly a month
They're
on
the experts.
Naxos. They are the experts, but basically we're just going to be going on a road trip with them today as well, which is pretty fun. And we're on Plaka Beach, which is literally a 2-minute drive from Chora town, the main town of Naxos. And it's a long, white, sandy beach. Apparently, Naxos is known for its ideal wind conditions. But for 2 people that don't go windsurfing, the wind is a little bit strong.
Considering it is nearly November, this is surprisingly busy, and surprisingly quite a few of the restaurants, even on this beach, are open, and some people are sunbathing and some are swimming. I'm not sure I'm getting in my bikini today. I'm surprised at how clear it is.
I'm surprised at how clear, but I'm not surprised it's a little bit chilly. It's almost like an English beach, how icy cold the water is. And like the water's so blue, but then when you look out, you can actually see Paros, and there's a storm.
The weather's not so good in Paros. Some of the restaurants are already closed, but you can still come down here. Nearly November, like I said, and you can eat in a place like this. But we've noticed just further up the road, we're going to jump back in the rosy red Fiat because we think there are some pink salt lakes. Supposed to drive down here, but I've just pulled up right in front of this pink coloured salt lake. So it's called Eliki, and it is now a wetland, and it used to be salt mines hundreds of years ago, and now it's just made this crazy, this colours, you probably, I don't know if you can see it, but I hope it is just salt, because there is a bit of a strange smell coming from it. Yamas, as I'm driving, I'm on the water.
And I am on a tiny fix. We've made it to Plaka Beach, which is only like a 10-minute dirt road drive from Plaka Beach, and supposedly this is the #1 beach on Naxos. I think it's 4 kilometers long.
4 kilometers uninterrupted sand.
Uninterrupted sand, and right now there's only a few places open like this one, but they're all of the same sort of style, you know, really beautiful. How would you describe them?
Bali-y.
Bali-esque.
It's got that sort of like thatched wood roof.
Yeah,
it's
like,
very Bali.
All very cool and very, very affordable actually. This was €3, and we have some nibbly bits on the way. I like Plaka Beach. Honestly, look at this place. It's like a beach club. I think this is Cedar's Cafe.
I'm very impressed. The only place open is the best place. Yamas!
Yamas!
This looks so good. So we just got 2 starters because we wanted a light lunch, and we have saganaki, which is basically deep fried cheese, but we have it with deep fried Naxian cheese, which I think, oh my god.
Oh wow!
Look at that. That just is extra cheesy. And supposedly Naxian cheese is 80% cow, 20% sheep, I think.
Sheep or goat, one of them.
It's extra cheesy, and then it's too good. And we also have the staple, the tzatziki. Yeah, and that was really good actually. 2 starters, 1 beer for Molly, 1 water for me, and it was around 15-16 euro. And considering it is the only place that is open near November on Plaka Beach, I'd highly recommend coming here, especially in peak season. It is full of these sort of hip bohemian bars, restaurants, and the beach here is really nice. It's just a shame that I haven't got it in me to swim.
Welcome to the abandoned hotel ruins of Iliko. Apparently this was started to have been built in the 60s and 70s, and then there was like some legal proceedings. It was deemed illegal and they basically had to stop construction. If it had been made, this would have been one of the best hotels that Greece had had for decades. And it's kind of weird to be sat here on the seafront, on the beach with the mountains, and in an abandoned hotel.
It's just so vast. There's even a bit at the front that looks completely different, maybe even newer.
Yeah, that definitely looks newer. Then you had all the like crazy graffiti, street art, and now you have like probably one of the smallest churches I've ever seen.
Ring the bell. And it's so beautiful. It's got
I'm not ringing the bell.
You can do it. Go on. Ring the bell.
No, I'm not doing it.
You can do it. You can do it. Shake it. Run. Do you think it's open?
No.
I feel like it might, I'm ringing the bell anyway. You've got to come in. Oh wow.
Can we both fit in?
Wow, wow, wow. It's like a small local church on the beach, and it's got all of these relics and paintings in here. This is, wow. And the smell.
It smells old.
It smells really old.
Cheers!
Yamas. I
Yeah.
feel like we deserve this after a
You were a
day
great driver.
of driving. We are back in the main town of Naxos, Hora, and that beach was really a 3-in-1.
It was.
Abandoned building, beautiful natural beach,
The church!
and a church to ourselves. But we have come into 520 Rooftop Bar to check out a bit of the sunset before running down to apparently the best spot on the whole island for sunset, but it's a little bit more expensive in here. For a small bottle of Alpha, you're looking at around €5, but for the view, it is definitely worth it, and it's nice here. Everything's open. Yamas.
And the best spot to watch it is definitely the Temple of Apollo, which is actually situated on an islet that you have to run across because the waves are huge. You get drenched. It is very windy, and it dates back to around 530 BC. It's an unfinished temple, so it's literally just marble pillars.
This is the best sunset spot in all of Naxos. The sun is setting now in the distance over the island of Paros. You've got views of the old town below, and quite a lot of people come up here. It was actually very popular. A lot of the locals come up here for sunset. But now I need some dinner.
Can I have one Naxos pie, please? Good morning from the beautiful island of Naxos. We're back in the town of Hora. This is actually the town where you will arrive on your ferry. Last night dinner was absolutely amazing at the taverna. I think it's called Maximen, something like that.
You can't come to Greece and not try a moussaka in a traditional tavern.
What I love about everywhere in Naxos is they either bring you a tiny little dessert sometimes for free, or some sort of local spirit, a
We have both today.
or an ouzo. Today we have both. Cheers. Cheers, guys.
Cheers to you.
I don't have
Are we going to do this?
Should we do a little sip, tiny
Yeah, I'll
sip?
try it. Why not? It's really strong. I know that much. Oh,
It hurts just to watch.
it hurts a bit. It is tasty.
I'm in pain, a lot of pain. Very
So hard to find,
right?
so hard to find. And this morning we had our first taste of a Greek coffee.
Is this not the coolest looking coffee you have ever seen? This is the Freddo cappuccino. So it is 2 shots of espresso with milk that is turned into this really cool looking froth on the top, and it's basically known as the, oh, that froth is good, the Greek cappuccino. Look at that. That is just perfect. Double espresso though. I'm not going to sleep tonight.
Which actually gave us the energy to walk back into the town. We actually have the day to explore the town today, and first things first, we're exploring the Naxian bakery. This is the Naxian Gruyere pie, which is their cheese here in Naxos, and it is just a huge,
so good.
hearty pie. I mean, what an amazing way to sit on the sea eating a Naxian pie. I don't know if you can see. It's kind of like a gooey consistency, but like chewy at the same time. Very hearty, filling, and absolutely perfect for me to explore.
That has got to be the best €2 I have ever spent. The Naxos cheese is extremely salty but extremely delicious. But now we have the day to explore Horror Town, also known as Naxos Town. I think it has a population of around 6,500 people, and a lot of the people in Naxos remain here. It's a local island as much as it is a touristy island, so pretty much everything along the promenade is open, and it's nearly November.
It's actually really surprising, because when we turned up we were like, oh my god, everything is still open. So this is definitely an island that you can visit in the shoulder season and into November. Let's get lost.
You jump in off the main road into the tiny little old town streets that feel like something that you would find in MYKONOS. The whitewashed walls, the white pebbled flooring, and there's so many tiny little souvenir shops, restaurants that are just hidden in this labyrinth.
That is actually where we went for dinner last night, on the cutest little street, and it said that these streets were built to stop pirates from being able to get in, basically to confuse them so that when they came in they didn't know where to go. It's definitely confusing
a bit like
us.
We're lost.
Yeah. Honestly, it's just so beautiful.
I love this street. You've got all the lanterns and the coolest bit of street art. You nearly got me.
If you're tall, you're gonna have to watch your head.
I'm obsessed with some of these streets. Unfortunately, some of the little tiny bars and restaurants that you can find don't open up until the evening, but the best thing about here, you're 45 minutes from MYKONOS, and look at the streets. There is no one here, and everything costs a quarter of the price.
Very much.
Thank you very much. I'll try this one. Thank you.
Which one do you try? This one?
Cheers, yamas.
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 What percentage is this one? Strong?
It's sweet.
It's not too strong, it's actually quite sweet.
It's sweet, but the alcohol is strong.
We finally made it out of the labyrinth that is the back streets of the old town of Horror. We actually headed up to the castle, but quite a lot of it is under renovation at the minute, so we've run back down and we have come into Kitron. This dates back to 1896. We've just tried 3 of the different liqueurs. They basically taste the same, but some are a little bit stronger, but we've been told that we have to have a cocktail. I've gone for the strawberry one with Kitron. They actually have their own restaurant, which is sort of like a restaurant stroke museum stroke testing centre, and Molly has the 1896. This was the first cocktail to ever come from the island of Naxos.
Cheers!
Yamas. Oh, that's great. Oh, it's really sweet.
It's so like
It's
citrony.
That is super sweet with like a strawberry tang going on, and they're around €9 each, so a little bit more expensive than your average cocktail, but you can't come to Naxos and not drink the alcohol of the island. And can we just appreciate, it's November nearly.
I know, and it is very, very hot. I
How
love.
is your Kitron?
Hang on, let me just taste it for you. It is very, very citrony,
Citrony.
lemony. It's that sort of flavour. Apparently you're supposed to eat this as well, if you like it.
I don't know if it's Kitron or Citron, I'm very confused.
It's a sweeter lemon, that's the only way I can describe it.
Would you like to try the better of the two?
I would. This one is lovely, but it's just a little bit sour.
We probably shouldn't be doing this.
It's so nice. No, we shouldn't. We actually have a ferry
Off the island tonight in like
a few
3
hours. We'll go for dinner. We'll have, well, an
It's
early
going to be
dinner.
a boat party rather than a ferry.
A boat party.
So before we leave, we have met back up with Trevor and Anna, and of course we're having one
Of
last drink.
Yes, one last one.
But we've basically realised, being here a few days, that we could spend a long period of time. It feels very local, it's got a great mix. But you guys have been here, or are going to be here for a month.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How have you found it? How are you finding
Oh man,
it?
it's been refreshing, huh?
it has. We've been to quite a few Greek islands, probably like 10 or so, which we really like Naxos.
Yeah, and we just came from Italy recently, and we jumped around a lot for like about 6 to 8 weeks, and then we knew we just wanted to slow down and kind of just like sink our feet into Naxos here and live like a local. But how cool we met you guys here!
Crazy. I know this is the last beer, but it's not goodbye. We'll have to see each
No,
other.
definitely.
See you later. Good morning, guys. What an amazing island Naxos is, with so many things to do. If we had better weather, we would have explored so much more, but it definitely is one of our favourite islands that we have been to, one of our favourite places. It is beautiful, so much to do, the people are so friendly, and we love the mix between the local and tourist life that goes on in the island. But obviously the cocktails were very good, slightly more expensive, but definitely worth a try whilst you're there. We met up with Trevor and Anna for the last time from Delightful Travellers. We then went to the Naxos Taverna. Great food, beautiful on the waterfront. A last minute taster of moussaka from Naxos. And very affordable pricing. We had a moussaka and some Naxos cheesy covered fries, which is perfect for our journey that we had to take, a 5-hour ferry journey.
I really do not want to leave this island. Look at it behind me. Goodbye, Naxos. I can already tell that this is going to be our favourite island.
Back to Athens we go. We're currently on the waterfront here in Athens, getting ready to embark on an amazing adventure. We're going to be spending the next 7 or 8 days island hopping on a cruise around the Cyclades. But we're ready to embark on our cruise, so we will see you when we're cruising in the Cyclades.